Hey folks, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Hope you all are doing well. Long time no see. I I missed several streams this week. Could not do my Metro Prime 4 stream on Thursday. I ended up being very busy. And then on Friday, I've been having trouble. I was having issues on Wednesday streaming Final Fantasy 14. I did stream it, but there were issues with it that could get me in trouble. So so I deleted that VOD on Twitch, did not upload it to YouTube, and I chose not to stream my Friday raid. I hope to resolve that so I can continue streaming those in the future, but we'll see. I have to figure out if I can fix that issue. And if I can't, I can play 14 in a way that doesn't cause the problem, but then I lose out on a couple of things that would be useful. So I'm still trying to figure that out. That's a problem for future me, for next week me. But since I missed both those streams, I wanted to make sure to get a Skies of Arcadia stream in today. Especially haven't played this in like a long time. It's been at least a month. I feel like it's been longer. Well, part of that was because of Metroid Prime 4. When that came out, I was playing that every stream for a while. And it was only like, what, last week where I decided I would go back to the regular schedule. And that was also the same week where I was going to be busy most of my weekends. So this is like the first weekend where I've been free to still stream. I thought I was going to be busy. And I am quite busy this weekend, but I wasn't busy during this like 2-hour slot. So we could get a little Skies of Arcadia action in. I say 2-hour slot. I might have to cut this short for aforementioned reasons. I am quite busy, but we definitely have enough time to play for like an hour at least, maybe a little bit more. So let's get into it. Last time we were playing, which was so long ago, we wrapped up the storyline with Doc and Maria, or not wrapped it up, but we did talk to them. I think they're like over here. The Hamachow reached its final form and flew off, and I got a discovery for it. But also we got another black spot for the final fight with Piastel, which is what I'm heading for now. And hopefully I remember how to play this game, because I'm going to be doing a lot of element switching in this fight. There she is. Well, we'll find out in a second. Vice, this will be our final battle. About time. Piastel, wait a second. There's something we need to tell you. Nothing can save you now. The only thing I desire is to watch Vice fall by my hand. That is all I live for. I will defeat you. The last 7 years of my life rests on the outcome of this very battle. Dang. She already knows that something is wrong. And that this is probably a waste of time. But this is literally all she's lived her life for, so she knows she doesn't have anything else to go for. So she's just like, I'm gonna fight you anyway, because if I don't, then what's the point of it all? So here she is. Let's see. I need to switch everybody to purple. He's already purple. Vice can focus. There we go. That's the switching button. Let me write down what everybody's using though first before I forget. Let's see. Vice was already on purple. Aika was on yellow. And right, I clicked off the active screen, so it won't let me hit the button. She's gonna cast Delta Shield. This is a standard Piastel fight, so they literally always have to Delta Shield just a shield. Fina is still on silver. Okay. And I imagine Enrique's on yellow. We'll see in a second. Fina is actually going to use a Glyph of Might on Vice, so that when he does attack later, he'll be super powerful. Oh, green. Okay. All right. Cool. That's all written down. Good to go. Wait, did I actually change them? No, I didn't. I forgot to change Fina. Okay. Delta Shield. We actually do need to change her to purple. Okay, there we go. And Glyph of Might on Vice, and he's purple already. Okay, we're good. Okay. Just a shield. I forget what button skips the cutscenes. It's just pause, or it's start, okay. All right. And then... Vice is going to be focusing every turn. Fina will mostly focus, but will also be casting Sacrum Crystals when necessary. And the goal is to get... I need to be able to cast Pirate's Wrath and both the other two items. So let me calculate that up. 21. 23. 27. Okay, once I get to 27, I can start nonsense. I'm not gonna be doing much other than that except just taking attacks. All right, second crystal from Fina after that. In a second. Y'all haven't even taken any damage yet. What was the point of that? All right. Oh, that's more than enough. Okay, Pirate's Wrath to kill Deathhound ASAP. Delta Shield, Sacrum Crystal, and just a shield. Oh shoot, I forgot to switch Vice to red, so this isn't going to do a whole lot of damage. That's unfortunate. It will do some. But it'll do way less than I want, so it's going to take a bit. Oh, yeah. Dang. Oh well. Alright, Luna. Because of the Lunar, I was thinking of the wrong thing. Fina needs to use Lunar Cleansing this turn. Focus. Delta Shield. Do I have enough for that? I should. Lunar Cleansing, yes I do, just a shield. And she'll use a Sacrum Crystal again next turn, but Vice should stay alive just fine, regardless of what happens. I might need to consider having Vice use the Sacrum Crystal, depending on how things go if Fina's tied up. Yeah. Wait a minute. She can take care of that. I think. No. Well, hold on. Let me look through the list here. First of all, focus again. Delta Shield. Oh yeah. Damage from mini beneficial. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, from that POV, let's have him sacrifice a focus and use a second crystal instead, and then she can Delta Shield. She can Lunar Winds, and you can just a shield. All right. All right. Well, the Sacrum Crystal is well timed. extra ending animation since this is the final fight. Yeah, they're fine. Also, hey, Relog, how's it going? Well, they're fine now. That second crystal didn't actually do a lot of damage. Or didn't, I need to heal him more, clearly. Let's double up. Let's, Sakura's crystal. What if other people get hit? Let's just waste 2 Sacrum crystals, actually. I can afford it. Another Delta Shield. Just get everybody back up to full, just in case. Wasting 2 just in case attacks happen on this turn. Okay, practically nothing. I didn't need to waste 2, but better safe than sorry. Alright, she will need to cleanse everybody on this turn. Which means no Sacrum Crystal, unfortunately, but they're all at full, so I could have Vice use it to be careful. Actually, it's not a bad idea. Let's see. Sacrum Crystal, Delta Shield. You need to cleanse everybody, so Lunar Cleansing. And Justice Shield. I almost picked the wrong thing. That was going to be bad. It's very important that I unfatigue anybody in the party ASAP, because fatigue status makes you generate special points for your special moves way slower. This fight is already going to take long enough. I don't need to deal with that too. All right, good. Everybody's topped off. Let's go back to focusing. Continue to use the second crystal every turn just in case. Actually, you know what? Let's focus. Let's see what they do before I sacrum every turn. Okay, that's literally no damage. All right, we're good. That was a smart maneuver. He should have enough to Pirate's Wrath this time. And this time I will turn his element to red, so it'll actually do damage. All right, let's see. Red it up. Pirate's Wrath on Deathhound. Delta Shield. Let's Sacrum Crystal in case, because we don't know what's going to happen to Vice this turn with him on a element that might make him weak to attacks. All right, that didn't do much damage, thankfully. Oh, the one shot. Nice. One less thing to worry about. That also means we don't have to worry about getting petrified at this point, which is great. Back to purple and back to focusing. For both of them. Oh, I didn't hit start fast enough. This guy doesn't say what to do at this point. I need to remind myself. Ugh. Let me go through here really quickly. What color is she right now? Why am I doing that when I can just look in game? By attack, she's blue. Okay, interesting. That means I'm gonna want to set. Oh, red is fine. It's less damage than it was for the Death Hound, but it is still more damage. Wait, hold on. I got that wrong. Am I reading this right? I'm reading it wrong. She's blue. Yeah, no, red's correct. All right. Okay, in that case. Oh, we have enough. Okay, let's go right back to red. He's gonna be taking some damage though, but it's fine. Pirate's Wrath, Delta Shield, Second Crystal, and just a shield. Okay, no, same tactic that we used for Death Hound we used for Piastel too. Oh, of course she would go after him. This is gonna hurt him pretty bad, actually. Oh, that's less bad than I was worried about. Okay. Alright, it's gonna take a number of those. We'll be here for a minute, which is fine. He's focused anyway. Let's set him back to purple. Delta Shield, you can still keep Second Crystalling. And there we go. Alright, free heal. Good stuff. And since they're all full again, I will double focus this turn. See what she does. Ooh. The Sakura might have been good, but it's fine. If he's on purple, especially, he won't take much damage here. Oh, he actually took more damage than before. Still not a lot, though, so it's fine. Alright, that should be enough to Pirate's Wrath again. Yeah. So set it to red. Pirate's Wrath. No, Sacrum is fine. That was a nothing burger. This will take care of that. Good stuff. I'm not sure if one more hit will do it. It might take two. Let's go back to focusing. Let's use the Sacrum. They're pretty high, but he is not at full, and she might do something this turn, so play it safe. Okay, she didn't do anything. She didn't do anything that I cared about. Boy, imagine not doing Delta Shield and having that Eternus spell have a 50% chance of just killing everybody. All right. Oh, we're good. Okay. Let's do this again. Let's just focus. Oh, she's really going after him. Well, canonically, that makes sense. Oh, nice. Just 3. That did it. Good stuff. All right, that's it. There's not any more Piastel fights in the game. We're finally done with her. Oh, everybody got purple status because I had to leave my elements as is to survive the fight. Piastel, I knew I would lose. Having fought you 3 times already, I knew that I was no match for you. Only a fool would think otherwise. And I know that you weren't lying. Then why? Why'd you still fight? If it wasn't you air pirates that took my father's life, then what have the last 7 years of my life been for? For what reason have I fought alone all these long years? I lost my reason for living. No, it was wrong for me to only live for revenge in the first place. That is why I thought I deserved to die by your hand, to cleanse myself of this lie that I have lived. Piastel. Piastel, near Celos Island there's a small doctor ship. Go find it. Doc and your sister Maria are aboard that ship. What? If you're lying to me, I shall make you pay with your life. You think he's lying at this point? Hey now, didn't you just say that you believed us? You better do something about that temper of yours. Vice, is it really true? Can I trust you? But no, I can't see them. Not like this. Not as the Angel of Death. I can't let them know what has become of me. Oh, come on, relax, Piastel. Just go see them already. I'm sure that Doc and Maria would be more than happy to see you too. Now get going. We don't have time to sit here and smell the roses. We've got sailing to do. Oh, I almost forgot. I want to tell you one thing. Piastel, you're not the Angel of Death. You never were. You've always been Maria's older sister. Just ask her. I'm sure she'll tell you the same. Vice, I don't know what to say. Maybe we'll see you again somewhere out in this big blue sky. Until then, Piastel. All right. I'm gonna save because I don't want to do that again. Yes, and we do the local save too. All right. Team is full health. Actually, if I get into another battle, I don't want to be on the wrong elements. So let me fix everybody the long way, unfortunately. Let's see. I gotta open this up again and look. Let's see. He was purple. She was yellow. It's so slow changing it this way. Cupid was silver because she hasn't learned the final silver spell, and I wanted to learn that before I have her do other elements. And he was green. Okay, next up, go back to Sailor's Isle, which is where? This direction-ish? Can't see it. It's very overcast here. Ah. Gonna stop in here, sleep at the end to heal up. replenish my sacrum crystals, and then I will go back out for the next optional boss fight. Oh, good to know. I'm Vice the Fearless currently. All right, good there. Let's head over here to the inn. And I'm gonna sleep here. Thankfully, I'm at the point where 60 gold is nothing. All right. I'm gonna get out to my ship, and then I'm gonna go to the BRB screen because we have an ad coming in 20 seconds, and the next thing is to go back and see Daka Maria for the final cutscene for them, which will take a minute. So I don't want to start that now for obvious reasons. So yeah, you don't need to see me go to my ship. That's like such a basic thing. I'm gonna go to BRB now. I'll see y'all in about 3-ish minutes. All right, welcome back, y'all. Thank you for waiting. I keep forgetting that I need to. Oh, thank you for the raid, Nalani. I appreciate it. How did the rest of your stream go? I hope you all enjoyed the new Animal Crossing content that I have not played yet. Despite the fact that I I pre-ordered the Switch 2 update for that like a month before it came out,
the stream.
and I still have not touched it. I should do that. I should check it out. I have too many games I'm playing. But thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome everybody. I'm Arrow. If you've been in an Alani stream, you've probably seen me because I hang out there and chat a lot. It's good. You had a random joining. Okay, very nice. Wait, you post? Did you open your island via code so randoms could just join you via code? Yeah, we have, and it's good to see you again in chat. Okay, yeah, absolutely. That sounds like a lot of fun. I will boot the game up in sometime in the next like week or two and actually like check it out for myself and see what the new content is like. But yeah, I would love to join you next time. Okay, so it wasn't just a code. You actually got it. Well, that's kind of fun. And Animal Crossing is a game that is very much built for niceties. People generally aren't going to screw things over if they just randomly join your island, so it's not too bad. So I'm playing Skies of Arcadia Legends. This is a game that came out originally on Dreamcast in like the year 2000, and this is the GameCube version, which came out 2003, 4. I can't remember exactly. It is a very classic RPG that I love, where the entire game is essentially it takes place on a world that has no ground. So in most classic RPGs, you get an airship near the end of the game, you can fly around the world. In Skies of Arcadia, the only way to get around the world is via airship, because there's like no ground and the entire world takes place on floating islands. It is a very classic RPG with swashbuckling all over the place because it is full of air pirates, which we play as the good air pirates. I just, before you rated, finished a difficult optional in-game fight that took place over the entire course of this GameCube re-release, where you were fighting an assassin who incorrectly thought that you killed her family, and so all game long she's been fighting you, and I just did the final fight with her and told her the truth about everything, so now she knows that her sister is still alive, and we're coming back to talk to Doc, who is the doctor of the ship that her parents were on, who basically adopted her little sister. So Doc and Maria were still alive the whole time, and she didn't know. So after that battle, we told her that they were here, and there's supposed to be dialogue about that, but he's asking about going back to get Moonfish. Okay, that's interesting. All convinced that they were restless. Well, that's great, but also is like classic Animal Crossing nonsense, except normally you do that to villagers. If you don't like a villager, you just hit them with axes and bug nets constantly until they at least in the old Animal Crossings, they would move out, they would get the idea, but that's not how it goes anymore. You have to actually I guess talk to Isabel and get them to leave that way. Random person added a bunch of pictures in a 2022 balloon arch. Okay. that's very random, but that's a lot of fun. Man, I haven't played an Animal Crossing game where I let randoms in a long time. I talk about how that's not a bad thing to do, because you get a lot of enjoyment out of it and they can't really mess the island up, but I haven't done that since like New Leaf. I never did it in New Horizons. I guess I should try it out with the new content. So yeah, that's strange. Saying the same thing. We're supposed to get a final scene, but I guess I'll come back to Doc later. Are we missing a Moonfish? Maybe I didn't get the final Moonfish, but I'm pretty sure I did. That helps that this was a slumber island, so okay. All right, that's good to know. Let me check one thing, actually. I can take a look at this. Let's go into my journal. I think discoveries. No, not rejournal. It's so easy to like double click on something if you use the analog stick and not the D-pad. It's such a ridiculous thing. Gold Hamacho, Flying Flail. Gold Hamacho is supposed to be 88. So I'm actually missing that one. That's why. Automatically found after giving all 24 moonfish to dock on a ship. In order to give, you have to fight Piasol. So you're telling me I haven't gotten a moonfish? What moonfish should I miss? Huh. I'm very confused. I was sure that I'd gotten every single one. Maybe I haven't. I definitely got those. There were 24. That's weird. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it for now. I do want to keep going, so we'll come back to that. But it seems I'm missing a moonfish somewhere, so I might have to at some point like scour the game for the 1 out of 24 of these things that I didn't get, which is unfortunate. For now, what I'm gonna do is check the map. I need to go down here. We have one more optional boss that I want to fight before we continue story. So I'm pretty thoroughly in the late game here. The plot of the game, there's an evil empire, because there always is in classic RPGs. Classic JRPG specifically. The evil empire in this game was trying to get the 5 moon crystals. There are actually 6 moons in this game, and if you get all 6 moon crystals, you can do something. One of the members of our party, Fina, her elders, the elders of her ancient society on the Silver Moon, want all the moon crystals to protect the world somehow. The evil Valuan Empire also wants all the moon crystals because the power contained within will let them take over the world, I guess. We haven't really got the details of what will happen. Those details will come pretty soon. We have been collecting all the moon crystals to stop all parties from doing nonsense, and we have 5 of them now. So the plot now is supposed to take us back to our home base where story happens. I haven't done that yet because optional boss fights. That looks like it, actually, right there. Yeah. So let me save. So let's do this optional fight. While I was on break, before you all raided, I had changed my elements of all my weapons to the correct ones, so I can just do a save state and a manual save and go right in on this. Isn't it a little fishy for a boat to be out sailing alone way out here? Moving closer. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There was a thing I need to do in my menu that I did not do ahead of time. Fina needs to have... She's wearing what? She's wearing radiant fur. Let me write that down so I remember to put that back on her after this. She needs to be wearing a constitution gem for this fight. All right, and now let me resave. Playing it safe. And resave state. Okay, now we will actually do this fight. Oh, so this is the ship of the infamous Vice, eh? Not bad, not bad. Of course I would have it painted in gold and purple. Gold makes everything look better. This is... Vice, over there! Oh my goodness. That is special. Vice, I presume? My name is Daiko Kuya. Very nice to finally meet your acquaintance. What? You mean to tell me that you're the same Daiko Kuya that's got a bounty on his head? As the wealthiest man in Yafutoma, I lived a life of luxury. I had no want of material possessions, and yet I felt unsatisfied. Then I heard about your adventures in Yafutoma. I realized that the life of an air pirate was a life I had been craving. So I bought a ship, got together a crew, and built this machine, Tama, for my personal use. I wanted to travel the skies in search of fun and excitement, just like you, Vice. Well, it's not all fun and games, you know. Nevertheless, I believe that it was fate that we have met this day. I think your head would make a fine trophy for me to take home. Well, sounds good. Only problem is you have to beat me first. Wow, that laugh. It was such a good idea to do the undub so I can get the Japanese audio. Fool, there's nothing in this world that money can't buy. We've already fought a guy who had that line of thought, and they got trounced. Oh well. Very well. In guard advice, I shall make you remember this day. Oh, that's great. All right, let's see. Free first turn. Everybody should focus. Okay. Oh wait, no, Justice Shield first. So we'll do a focus for everybody except Enrique, who will Justice Shield. Unlike the Piastla fight I just did, this fight is apparently not going to be super dangerous. So I don't have to worry about Delta shielding every turn too. Enrique is going to have to Justice Shield every turn though, because they can do damage. Not often, but it will be enough to hit hard. Alright, that is a 4th bodyguard now. Which is why we're going to be Justice Shielding, because there's literally 5 people on the field now who are all just going to be hammering us over time. Alright. What are we going to do now? Boo enemies was... I didn't see them do that. I didn't see that Boo enemy do anything, actually. We're basically focusing the entire time, it looks like, so I'm gonna do that. Sacrum Crystal. We'll have Fina do that. Ika can focus too. We'll do this, we'll do just Justice Shield. We're gonna be spending a lot of this building up our best super move, Prophecy, which requires a full super meter. So this is gonna be a lot of waiting, unfortunately, as some of these fights tend to do. Oh, there's the power potion. I need a lunar winds on the next turn, assuming I don't need a lunar cleansing. We'll see. Oh, nice. That counter did like nothing, but whatever. Okay, that should get everybody close to full. We're definitely gonna want to Sacrum Crystal every turn though, just to be safe. Let's see. You can do that, speaking of. We'll have Aika focus. You can cast Lunar Winds. Yeah. And just a shield. We need to remove that power potion that just got used to make sure the enemies don't just rough us up to a more ridiculous amount. Wow. That was great. Ugh. Oh, that confuse is actually bad. That means no Justice Shield on the next turn, so I have to Lunar Cleanse ASAP and hope that I don't take a whole lot of damage. Wow. Okay, we're better, but we're not good. Let's see, power potion gone. Okay. You can use a Saccharin Crystal on yourself. Hopefully that gets out in time. Wait, Fina will go first. Let's have him Sacrum. And Fina will use the Saccharin. And you will Lunar Cleanse. Okay, good. As long as you don't attack Vice. Oh, okay, good, good. We're fine, we're fine. Let's see what the rest of them do. They might still do some damage. Oof, yeah. Thankfully, I had the second crystal lined up, so they're okay-ish. You have a Turnus? Wow, that's bad. Oh wow, that's I was very lucky there. Eternus has a 50% chance of killing any one person it hits. I'm gonna need to cast Delta Shield every turn if that's a possibility. For now, we can do Prophecy. And you cannot skip this cutscene like other special moves, so let's hang out for a while. When you need to do massive damage to your enemies, you literally drop a mode on them. It works every time. Thankfully, that will give us a lot of breathing room. You see it didn't do much damage to him, but it took out all the guards, and he's going to spend the next 4 turns replacing the 1x1, so now we have time to just do whatever we want. A red or yellow attribute for Analysis Assault. Let's do Pirate's Wrath. That'll give me time to build stuff up. So if he's going to be doing that, then I don't actually need to Justice Shield anymore, at least not for the next couple turns. So let's start with a Glyph of Might. Vice will put that on himself. Let's get back to full health with a Sacrum Crystal. That should get close enough. The other two can just... Oh, no, he's lower. Let's have him also use a Sacress on himself. Should be good enough. I feel like he'll need to go back to doing a Justice Shield next turn, though. So we only got 1 free turn from Enrique. But good enough to work with. The music is in victory mode now because the collective enemy group has less than half their health, but that's probably going to change in like 2 turns when when 2 more bodyguards are alive. Okay. Actually, that's enough Pirate's Wrath right now. Let's go ahead and do that. He's blue. Vice needs to switch to red to do more damage then. Alright, we'll do that. We'll focus. She can focus too for now, and you can Justice Shield. I won't skip this one because y'all haven't seen it yet, so I'll let it play out. It's a fun animation. I like all the special move animations in this game, but once you've seen one, it's just like skip. That won't do much damage, but I will need to Sacrum Crystal again next turn. I need to look up what he's saying in Japanese because it sounded like Dorito-chan. That is 1000% not accurate. All right. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't have enough. Ah, so close. Let's just focus again. Focus. Use another Sacrum Crystal. And a Justice Shield, and I feel like one Pirate's Wrath on the next turn will finish him off. We will still need to kill the bodyguard, though. Oh. Y'all do that too? Okay, that's rude. But, didn't get much back. It should still... The next Pirate's Wrath should still one-shot him. I think the bodyguard hasn't attacked yet. No, I was wrong. They did attack. Okay, let's see. Pirate's Wrath against the boss. Let's continue to focus. If the boss is gonna die on this turn, then we... You know what? Hold on. I don't like that Eternus that... No. It's fine. The boss still has to make, like, another 2 bodyguards. So he's not gonna cast Eternus again anytime soon. Let's just continue focusing then. Hopefully this will be the one shot. If it's not, then like a single Cutlass Fury will do it on the next turn, so... Alright, I'm glad they healed themselves and not the boss. Alright, I will skip this. Oh, didn't do it. Okay. I feel like I should build up to another Pirate's Wrath just to guarantee. He did cast it? What? Wow, okay. This might be bad. My luck is absurd. Jeez. Okay, let's go ahead and stop that in its tracks. That will go off before his does, so it's fine. I don't remember anybody else really getting attacked, so let's just... Yeah, we can skip. Right, they healed themselves. So no need to heal the party for now. They're still healing themselves? Okay. You were already full health. What? Oh, you know what? This might be a mechanic where they keep healing themselves until all the bodyguards are alive again, and then they go ham. Which is weird, but makes a certain amount of sense. Oh. Well, it's better than making another bodyguard, I guess. This might actually hurt, though. Okay, not bad. All right, good. Oh, I confused both of them? Oh. Well, whatever. He's dead now. It didn't run off, or it didn't fade for Aika. I saw that, so we're going to have to do some work here. Let's Cutlass Fury one of them. You are going to need to cleanse, and you will shield, and we just won't have heals this turn, but that will at least unconfuse Aika, which is more important. Ugh. It's fine. I'll get rid of that in a second. Oh wow, that did like no damage. Okay. Oh. They're both blue. Why did that do no damage? Interesting. Let me try yellow for them. I guess in that case, let me build up to Pirate's Wrath. All right, this might take longer than I thought, but it's fine. Let's see. They're not going to cast any magic spells, so I don't have to worry about that at all. Oh, I did have her do that. So Aika can Sacrum. Fina will need to get rid of the Power Potion, and you can still shield until I see how much damage they're going to be regularly doing. not much, but enough that I'm gonna have to use the second crystal every so often. All right, they've both been power potion, but this lunar winds in a second is gonna clear that off of both of them, so. All right, good stuff. Not enough. All right, focus, focus, focus. Just a shield. I wonder if I should. That was a crit. Should I do a Pirate's Wrath or should I build another prophecy? The previous prophecy did instantly kill every single bodyguard, so maybe that's the play, just to guarantee that I'm not sitting here. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna want to Sacrum Crystal on the next turn if it's not prophecy time yet. Oh, we're good. All right. All right, hang on again for a minute. That is the one boring thing about this game. A lot of the in-game fights are just do prophecy as many times as you can, which that's a pretty uninteresting tactic. Also, nobody ever does the other super move, like party-wide super move, which actually involves the entirety of your ship's crew coming to attack the enemy and give you buffs. It's a fun one, but it's like compared to prophecy, it's why bother? All right, good stuff. I give up. You win. I wouldn't have expected any less of you. I think I'm smitten with you. That power, that strength. I guess there really are things in this world that money can't buy. You've learned quite an important lesson, so why don't you just stop wasting your money and quietly go home? You are speaking to the one and only Daiko Kuya. While I promise to cause no more trouble, I will not discontinue my travels around the world. Oh boy, this is very 80s anime. You're an energetic old guy, aren't you? Well, if it isn't Vice. We managed to get ourselves lost in this frigid place. I'm frozen stiff. I was hoping that you would warm me up, Vice. Warm you up? You're joking, right? Only partly, but I know your love belongs to someone else. I guess this means I found yet another thing that money can't buy. Well, Vice, you sure are popular these days. All hands on deck. Prepare for emergency escape. That could have done without that, but anyway. All right, that is, I think there's one more optional boss fight. I can't remember for sure. Let's head all the way back to Sailor's Island. Actually, hold on. That might not be the closest. Oh, no, it is. But it would actually be much faster to go this way. All right, I'm going to stop in on the hub in the middle of the world to get credit for that battle. That particular boss battle was one of something like 8 optional fights in the game, which are bounties, where you can actually like go to your local Sailor's Guild and pick up money for having completed it. So let's do that really quickly. And I can take the opportunity to stock up on the Sacrum crystals that I used up. And then an ad starts in 2 minutes, so I'm gonna wait before I do story, but the next thing coming up is like big story. And we're finally done with all the optional stuff that I can do at this point in time. Where is... Oh, I'm way off track. Okay. I'm not that far away. It's difficult to tell where you're going when you're flying above the clouds and you don't see the actual environment around you. There we go. You can't enter a town unless you're directly facing the docks, which is annoying. All right, we'll stop in here. Let's see. Your reward for your work. I've heard quite a bit about you lately. Keep up the good work. I'm counting on you. Nice. Wanted list. Is there anybody? Oh, yes. We've taken out all of all these people. Let me go through the list just to verify. Yeah, the only one we have yet to fight is in the final dungeon. So, not gonna worry about him. All right, let's leave. Let's stock back up on crystals. Actually, you know what? This is there's an ad starting in 20 seconds, and me stocking up on items and sleeping in the inn is not interesting. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut to my break screen and let the ad play out. And I'll be back in about 3 minutes, and we'll continue with the story. So I will see you all shortly. All right, welcome back, y'all. Thank you for hanging out through the ad break. One of these days, I complain about this every stream. I would turn off ads if I could. I don't care about getting money from Twitch, but they literally don't give you the option. So the best I could do was make sure to set it at a specific time so I can just like stop what I'm doing at that time. All right, now that we're done with that, let's head back to base. This way, I believe. Yeah. Pass through that. Over here, there's Nazrad. We need to keep going. And then head northish. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. I don't get rated very often, but because of that, when I do get rated, I just like completely forget to do shout outs. It's kind of maybe I should like automate that actually. But I want to make sure to get that in. Still playing Animal Crossing. Oh. Other cosplay besides Croce or still Croce? All right. I'm going to save now that I'm here. And also the usual. Do that. All right, we are supposed to talk to Brabham. Still Croce. Ah. Okay. Oh, right. This isn't the story that I thought of. That's later. But now he's losing his damn mind, apparently. What's this? These are plans to enable a ship to enter deep sky? Can you use these plans to modify the Delphinus? Darn tootin', but it'll take me some time. I can't wait to get started. I can have it done in 10 days. Good. If anyone can do it, it's you. Gave the ship schematics to Bravo. Modifications to the Delphinus began on that day. We needed 10 days to finish our preparations. Crescent Isle began to bustle with activity. Look at Marco up there. Using the blueprints that we took from Valua, Brabham was hard at work rebuilding the engine of the Delphinus. I can't wait to see what lies in deep sky with my own eyes. Deep sky being the underworld of this game, because the entire game takes place on floating islands. There are clouds above you. There are very deep or very thick storm clouds below you. Nobody knew what was below those storm clouds, so throughout like the lifetimes, the many millennia of people living on this world, they had assumed, or they made legends about that being an underworld. But we're about to outfit our ship to go down there and see what's down there for the first time. Far beneath the great blue sky, beneath the clouds, I can already imagine that the atmospheric pressure must be high. We must reinforce the Delphinus' hull to make sure that it doesn't collapse under the pressure. Ever since that day, Enrique began to spend more and more time by himself. Looking back, losing Gregorio must have been the hardest thing Enrique has ever faced. Dang, poor guy. And then, on the 10th day, night fell on Crescent Isle. I remember lying awake in my bed for a long time before I finally fell asleep. I think the story I'm thinking about happens later. We have to do the deep sky stuff first. Ugh, I still don't feel well rested. Maybe because I stayed up all night the day before yesterday working on the Delphinus. I should head over to the port. If everything went according to schedule, the modification should be finished by now. All right, before we head to the port, there's actually some stuff to do here at base, so. First up, let's go up to the meeting room. Actually, I don't think he won't give me anything because I missed that hammock or that the moonfish. That actually triggers... no, that might be a special thing. Let's see. Still trying to explore as much of the world as you can, I see. Well then, let me check out your discovery log. I made 87 discoveries. Haven't found much since I last saw you. I'll give you something when you... Yeah. We're missing the Moon Hamachow discovery, which you only get after you get all the moonfish, which I apparently missed one, unfortunately. Normally at this point in the game, if you had gotten them all, he would give you a special item, but not a special item we need to beat the game, so I guess we'll do without for now. I can, however, talk to Ryukan. So let's dip in here. I think we will now get an option. I cannot work in this paltry environment. How can you expect me to forge legendary weapons in these conditions? I require more sophisticated tools. All the modifications I need to make this area adequate will cost 4,000 gold. There you go. It's good to know that you appreciate quality. I'll have my shop remodeled by the time you return to the island. You could just leave and immediately come back for that to be done, but we'll wait. Now that I've done that, his was the last shop I think we had yet to upgrade, and there are some weapons we could immediately get that we won't bother buying right now, but that's a requirement to get like the in-game super weapons, the best possible weapons. He'll craft them for you if you have the right materials, but you need to upgrade the shop first. Do we need to talk to him? No. Oh, Captain Bites, we finished modifying the Delphinus right on time. Oh yes, you do need to talk to him. Okay. We have cutscenes. Lower the pressure shutters. Oh my, Marco's run. The Naruto run, I love it. Start the submergence engine. Well, what do you think? We successfully converted the Delphinus into a cloud delving machine. Good job, Rodham. Now we'll be able to enter deep sky. You really are the best. Why, thank you, little lady. Before you go, I heard there's some sort of vortex near Shrine Island. Of course it's near Shrine Island. Y'all have no context, it's fine. You might be able to submerge through there. The vortex near Shrine Island? Got it. All right, everyone, let's get going. Vice, wait a second. Oh, the music stopped. Actually, there's something important that I wanted to talk to you about. I must return to Valua. I cannot travel with you any longer. This will be my last voyage with you aboard the Delphinus. What? Galcian and the Armada have freed themselves from the control of the Valuan Empire and are acting on their own free will. Galcian probably has some sort of terrible scheme planned. I must return to Valua and report this news to my mother. He must be stopped. You can't. It's too dangerous, Enrique. I know the dangers that I face, and I'm sure that my mother won't readily listen to anything I have to say. Wow, that's too real. But I am still the Prince of Valua. It is my duty to go. But Enrique... Princess, do not worry about me. I don't plan on dying just yet. I will return. This I swear. No. Aw. Vice, after we get Fina's ship, could you bring me to Sailor's Island? I'll be able to borrow a ship there. I hope you know what you're doing. The love story between Enrique and Moegi is cute. It is very classic. It is exactly how you expect to go in a game like this from an era like this. But it's cute. All right. Let's go south. We're going south quite a distance, all the way to Shrine Island. Shrine Island was actually the very first dungeon we did in the entire game. Months ago in my streams. It's been a hot minute since I did that one. Spoiler alert, Shrine Island is also the last place you go dungeon-wise. We're not going to the island itself, though. We're going to a spot underneath it, but it's in the same general area. A lot of the in-game specifically happens in this center area, which I am way far away from. So let's cut west. You start the game in that area, and that's like where your hometown is, but it turns out there's a lot more there that nobody had any idea about until the end game starts up, which we're not quite at yet. Getting very close, though. All right, so we'll cross over here. Actually, let me... Shrine Island is... Okay. Your hometown is to the south. Shrine Island is up here. Or is it? Where am I? Not quite there yet. Hey, Michelle, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm actually just about to wrap up. I hadn't said that, but I'm coming out to this area. Normally I would stream for about 30 more minutes, but I know this next dungeon is going to take a while. And I have a lot of other stuff that I need to do in preparation for an event that's happening next weekend, so I figure we'll stop here actually as soon as I find the exact spot that I'm supposed to go to. There's Dangle Island. Oh, right, we can just follow this actually. Because at Dangle Island, they built a monorail. That comes out to exactly the spot you're supposed to go to. Am I wrong? Oh, no, I'm not wrong. Here it is. Giant hole in the underworld is our next destination. But that is a full-on, it's kind of different from a dungeon. It's kind of similar to going underwater in Final Fantasy VII and dealing with a lot of stuff down there, but it is kind of dungeon-ish. And yeah, I don't have time to do that today. That's going to take like way more than 30 minutes to do that and to finish the follow-up story. So I'm actually going to go ahead and end things here. You do this. Okay, so that does it for this stream. Let me go to my schedule page. Thank you everybody for popping in. Really appreciate the raid from Nalani. That was great. Thank you so much. This was my schedule for this week. It's probably roughly going to be the same schedule for next week. I don't think offhand I have any changes to make to it. If I do, I will post those on my socials, which is that command. If I, yeah. But I'm looking at my calendar right now, and definitely I know I'm free on Monday, so you can expect for sure Final Fantasy 16 again happening on Monday at 7:30 p.m. EST. The one thing I will tell you that is going to be different is I'm not going to be playing Skies of Arcadia next Saturday, because I'm going to be busy all Saturday and Sunday with a event happening at VGM Together, which I forgot to make a command for, but I will shout them out real quick. Please follow. VGM Together, for those of you who are unfamiliar, was a online convention of sorts that happened back in 2021 during COVID, and then there was another smaller version in 2022, and then they've done a few things since then. It was originally done in 2021 as a sort of like, we can't go to MagFest, we can't go to VGM Con, let's just do the whole con experience online, and it happened, and it was actually fantastic. This next weekend they are doing an event called Climbing Up Together, which is going to involve a lot of musicians raising money, specifically for the Women's Foundation of Minnesota's Immigrant Rapid Response Fund, because Minnesota is going through a lot right now, and we're trying to put together some stuff you all can enjoy, some fantastic music acts, including Alani, who will be performing there, all to raise money to help the people dealing with ICE and all the horribleness that's going on out there. So if you are inclined, please follow VGM Together and check that out. That begins next Saturday. I think it's around 3 p.m. Eastern. I got to check the schedule again. I know the first act is around 3, but we might have like an opening segment or something like that. We're still actually deciding. But that's happening next weekend. I hope to see as many of you as possible there. So because of that, I definitely will not be playing Skies of Arcadia next Saturday, but I will be back on Monday. The rest of my schedule is relatively accurate, so feel free to pop in. In the meantime, let me see who is live right now. Who can I take us over to? it felt really good to get back and play Sky. I literally have not played Skies of Arcadia in ages, so that was a lot of fun. There's a solid amount of people live, and I don't know why I'm always surprised by that. It's Saturday, everybody's streaming, but nonetheless, let me go to the channels. Let's see. While I'm looking through the list, I am going to quickly throw in my Nightbot commands so you can copy paste if you would like to when we figure out where we're going. I'm leaning towards Donut Bunny again. It's been, I feel like the last time we rated her was about a month ago. Haven't rated her in quite a while. She is currently streaming. She one of the fellow members of my Final Fantasy 14 static went on her throne and got her a Zoids build. I forget what those things are called. They're like, it's like a miniature, it's like a model. And so she's spent the last couple Saturdays building that. She's currently working on that. I think it'd be fun to like go over there and hang out. So yeah, I'm gonna take us over to Donut Bunny. She's great. She's a variety streamer who also occasionally plays Final Fantasy 14. She doesn't stream 14 anymore. She used to do a lot of Deep Dungeon, but she's pretty cool. And I think we'll have a good time hanging out. Especially those of you who came from Nalani, because Nalani already does a lot of crafts. Model building is not quite crafts, but it's in that direction. But yeah, thank you everybody. I had a really good time. I'm glad to see so many people were hanging out. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope to see you on my stream Monday, but regardless of whether I do or not, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care, everybody. It is 100% crafts. Thank you for confirming that. See you later, everybody.